the 24th meeting of the SCO has adopted the Astana declaration in the Kazakhstan capital. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization members reaffirmed their commitment to building a new international relationship and a community with a shared future for mankind. The Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russia's Vladimir Putin pressed their case for closer security along with political and economic ties in Eurasia as a counterweight to Western alliances. Speaking on the second and final day of the summit, President Xi said SCO members should consolidate unity and jointly oppose external interference in the face of real challenges of interference and division in the world. While Putin in his address said he has taken note of the proposals that were put forward to settle the Ukrainian crisis, though he further said that Ukraine has refused to settle talks at the behest of the US and the UK. He blamed the West for the war in Ukraine and said Russia is ready to freeze the conflict if Kyiv and its backers accepted Moscow's terms for talks. Putin also hailed the increasing use of national currencies instead of the dollar in trade between SCO countries and called for the creation of a new payment system within the group. Western sanctions have left Moscow cut off from traditional payment systems such as SWIFT, while hundreds of billions of dollars in Russian foreign reserves remain frozen. Now, separately, India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar met his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi on the sidelines of the SCO gathering as well and agreed to set up talks to resolve issues on their border, which have soured ties since an armed clash in 2020 in the Galwan Valley. And for the latest on this, our correspondent Anas Malik is now joining us live from Astana with the very latest details. And Anas, throw some more light on the Astana declaration this time. A lot of time and highlights being spent on Ukraine, the war, and of course Eurasia as a counterweight to West.
Certainly so, 2 days of the SCO Heads of States meeting, and now today is the last day, and it has adopted the Astana Declaration with an emphasis on joint cooperation with regards to development strategy, with regards to combating terrorism. The CT infrastructure, the strategy has been opted for from 2025 till 2027. Now, it is pertinent to mention, as what we understand is, though it is not in clear terms in the Astana Declaration, but at least two of the agenda items might just have been deferred as they have been in the past as well. First is with regards to the trade in common currencies, or one currency that is acceptable to all of the SCO countries. That is number one, that can or might have been deferred. And number two is with regards to the joint border management mechanism, the border disputes mechanism proposal that was put forward by the Kazakh side. That might just have been deferred as well up until the next summit. Now, the Chinese president, he's been very clear on his part that all of the SCO countries have to get together irrespective of their internal differences. Yes, they have to be sorted out. The Russian president taking a dig at the Western Bloc, saying that they welcome and they have taken note of the recommendations made for peace in with regards to the Ukraine conflict. But the Russian President Vladimir Putin, while addressing the SCO Plus format meeting, went on to say as further as that the Ukrainian side, in his words, is not agreeing for their terms, and that they are doing so, quote, on the behest of London and the orders that came from Washington's, unquote. That's what the Russian president said. So, largely speaking, this summit has been emphasizing on two things. First, building bridges, forging relationships, and of course, the bigger emphasis is on how to counter that gap, that great gap that is there on an everyday basis with the Western countries, while at the same time emphasizing on the importance of this very bloc that comprises of about 40% of the world's population. Vervi?
Right. Anas, thanks very much indeed for joining us as always with the very latest. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.